Welcome to Noob School, turn 24. I got a dead gem from Team Chi, from a beta one. And Agartha sent me a dwarven hammer that I purchased. In other trades, I am also going to buy 14 dead gems for 280 gold from Team Chi, from that deal we made. Research of Alteration 4 is going to be next. Summoned a giant serpent. Searched for some sites but didn't find anything. And got 14 blood slaves which were unstoppable. There was an assassination attempt again. Let's see how that goes. Did he kill him with a vine arrow? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, he did. 14 damage with a vine arrow. I thought those were just to entangle people, but apparently not. Then there's a battle in good old woods. Let's see. Oh yeah, so here I left a scout on the fort. And he has to break the siege, which means he can't move this turn. Then there's the battle in Doven. Let's see. This is Suleiman the Vampire coming in. He, I wish he had one more hit point and he would regen 3 points, but 2 is already pretty good. Especially because he won't be taking much damage from these guys. Let's see, at this point he's I think he's close to another level. He also raised the temple, so that's very nice. This is a good way to raid. I don't know why Scaleria was building temples outside the forest, but maybe he didn't expect to be rushed. Now, I would say if you're Scaleria, always expect to be rushed. But this was a noob game, so maybe he just didn't know. And then we fight at the fortress in Koromu. And here I forgot to bring my jaguars for some reason. So it's up to the jaguar toads. Oh yeah, Scaleria also has lictors. I always tend to think of lictors as more of an armor team, but Scaleria has them. These guys are slinging in some fireballs. I hope for them that they don't hit the toads. So that would be unfortunate. For them. Now this lictor has withering weapons, but he also hits for 23, so whatever he's going to wither is probably already dead. So fortunately for me, I didn't need the Jaguar warriors to take this fort, but still, I have no idea why I forgot to bring them. Apparently I didn't give the command to that commander. Which is unfortunate. Unexpected event occurred in dawn. 3 fire gems. An infected world event. A cluster of 5 stars could be seen shining more brightly than usual for a week. This is interpreted as an omen of good luck and fertility. So 2 luck, 2 growth. Worldwide, which I can definitely use. We've started to destroy a gate in Transibor and some patrolling. Okay, so I am putting a scout on 133, 132. Let's go there. Yeah, here. So this scout is just gonna stand on top of this fort, and these guys are gonna get out of here. So if he wants my army of this fort, he's gonna have to do a breakout, just like down here. And meanwhile, my army is gonna go to, let's see, to here, to 91. To take that as well. I'm just going to keep raiding in his back while just cracking fort after fort. He can get to this place in 1 turn, I think, because it's grassland, forest, grasslands. But if I take this province, he can't. So I'm hoping to snatch this, and then he can't reinforce this in 1 turn. I'm building a temple here in Koromu, so I can recruit more eagles close to the front. Let's see. Since I have researched the evocation tree this turn, I'm starting to do arcane probing. Where's 85? Oh yeah, that's down here. So this water mage is being shuffled here. So he can summon a serpent. And he can go there in 1 turn because I've given him the boots. So this way I'm using my mage turns more efficiently. Moving the mage to 90, that's here because I want to build a lab here. Then I can recruit Crystal Magi. And since I have NAPs around here, it's not that risky, although not really relying on my NAP with Flagra for obvious reasons. And recruiting a scout here in order to do more spying on people. And let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm getting some siege strength together. So some more of these guys, the macemen, they can help out with cracking forts, and in a pinch they can do as a front line. The only thing I'm forging this turn is an owl quill, because I got my hammer, so now I can efficiently forge an owl quill turn. Alright, that's it for turn 24, see you in turn 25. Welcome to Noob School turn 25. So I received those dead gems from Team Chi that I bought last turn, and I'm buying 8 more for 160 gold. I'm completing my research in alteration, level 4, next one is enchantment. Enchantment's also complete, next one is enchantment 2. Summoning a jade serpent, doing some arcane probing, but nothing's found. No magic sites at all. 11 blood slaves, a corrupt unit died, and then there's a battle in Validon. Oh yeah, so this is my little raiding party coming up against, I think, 3 province defense. And for some reason this adventurer with a crossbow. Oh yeah, and I gave my guy a fire gem so he can crap out some fireballs. Not that it wasn't necessary, but I didn't know that in advance, of course. We've taken control of good old woods, no defense. Don't do this. Put 1 point of province defense, even if you're being attacked. Because otherwise random scouts start taking your provinces. It's actually visible if you have a scout in the province, if there's no province defense at all, or 1 between 6, or 6 between 19, or more than that. So, put at least 1 province defense in your provinces. And then there's a battle in Arcanus. Oh yeah, so this is just a Mount King leading a bunch of undead and a bunch of... And he put them on stay behind troops, but he doesn't actually go behind the legionnaires. Well, once they start moving, of course he does, but the pathfinding of units is not very good on the battlefield, is what I'm trying to say. So keep that in mind when you're playing this game. Unless, of course, that was his intention to keep him away from flying troops. That's completely possible. And then there's battle in Doven. Alright, so here we have a single cultist with a group of lictors. I guess so he can bless the lictors. Going up against my 1 point of province defense. Oh, he also has a sensor. I was just thinking, why is that cultist running forward? That wasn't very smart, but since he has the sensor as well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's see, that was Arcanus, right? No. Dolphin. Oh yeah. Yeah, he actually lost a lictor to that tribal king. I guess that 1 point of province defense paid off. Then there's a battle in Alameda. Let's see. By the way, you might think, what do I care about 1 lictor? Well, it's very early game, so small losses actually count at this point. Suleiman the Vampire again. Guess we all know how this ends. Oh yeah, those guys have blowpipes, and they can do fatigue damage, I think, or sleep damage. Maybe sleep poison or something, let's see. Oh yeah, they have paralyzing poison with 50 fatigue damage. I'm not entirely sure if undead are actually susceptible to that. He is getting fatigue from... oh, but he's also poison resistant, so he might just not care. But 187 XP now. Okay. Unexpected event in Carrion. More fire gems. And a sneaking enemy was caught from Phasia. We breach good old woods in a single turn. That's great. Transport is being repaired faster than the single scout can lock it down. And let's see. So, I'm obviously gonna storm good old woods. As you can see, this time I have given everybody the storm command, so hopefully we get jaguars this time. Let's see. Still moving here to build a lab. And I'm making another owl quill. Alright, that's it for turn 25. See you in turn 26. Welcome to Noob School, turn 26. I've received another 8 dead gems from Team Chief from our trade deal. I researched enchantment 2 and 3, and now I'm researching enchantment 4. Arcane probing on 3 provinces, a starlit pond and a garden of pearls, not bad. Also found a labyrinth of skulls through traditional means, this is a dead site. And 11 blood slaves. Then there's a battle in Uruk, where I managed to get one of my scouts in there. So we have this NC, presumably going to cast Moss Body. This Naditu, probably gonna do Body Ethereal, maybe Luck or something. And then we have Ain 86, the Anunnaki of Growth and Rebirth, with a copper plate that I sold him and a great sword of sharpness that he must have gotten somewhere, or forged himself. He does have the pass for it after all. Now let's see how he does. So this guy gets Moss Body on a sheep and himself instead of the Anunnaki, and I'm not entirely sure why. Possibly an accident. Then he gets jumped by 3 of these Colossi Storm Captains. One with a greatsword, one with a greatsword and a bracer, which actually puts it defense at 18. And a naked one. Or well, he has a standard gear but nothing special. Let's see if he can win this. And he's still at maximum hit points, so he just beat his way through 3 of those guys, not bad. Now the entire army's gonna jump in. This guy has, I think, which trait is it? Not this one, not this one. He's got cross resistance to everything. Crit blast for this too. I'm not seeing it, but I'm suspecting he has a built-in vine shield somehow, because everything is getting entangled around him. And then he just proceeds to kill 1 enemy per turn. He has an attack skill of 16, and these guys are entangled, which drops their defense to 3. So he doesn't have a hard time doing so. I think this army is gonna run eventually. The phantasmal warriors that are being summoned have 1 hit point, so they don't contribute much to the hit point pool. And once the hit points run low enough, this army runs. He doesn't appear to be taking damage even. He has a protection of 25. And he's ethereal. And he has regeneration. 18 points a turn. So yeah, looks like Uruk is gonna be alive for at least a few more turns. Alright, back to my own front. There's a battle in Arcatus. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is Suleiman again raiding against probably 6 province offense. So he kills the commander and everything runs. His attack defense is 15-12. I don't even take... No, that has nothing to do with his stats. His stats just aren't amazing. But they're getting better. And he's immortal, so he's just gonna keep coming back. Then there's a battle in Transbor. Must be another... Oh, so he's using the adventurer to try and kill my scout who's besieging the place, but I brought in 2 of these with a little army. Then there's a battle in Valadon. Let's see. Oh yeah, so he does decide to move out, but I don't think this is all his forces, so I don't know why he's moving out such a small group. So this guy casts Astral Shield and starts spamming out skeletons. I mean, it's an interesting local mid counter raid, I suppose. Then there's the battle in the Hungry Sea, where I'm doing more underwater expansion in the middle of a war. But I just want to get this province before anybody else does. So I got myself a Rain Priest to cast a blessing, and I got this guy as an additional commander. Just so that if the Rain Priest were to die, it's not going to be an instant disaster. But they don't seem to have much trouble killing these guys. Then Scalaria attacks me in Parched Expanse. I think, yeah, this is another counter raider party, so same thing. Romans in the back, skeletons in the front. Then we attack the fortress in Good Old Woods. Okay, so this time I brought the jaguars. There is an army inside this time, so good thing I did. And I put the jaguars on attack rear, so they charge through the front immediately, ignore the slingers and just charge this group. And then the eagles get the opportunity to slay the back line while the front line is fighting the jaguars. And with the commanders go on the front line runs. So yeah, let's see if I lost something there. I lost 8 eagles, 1 jaguar and 1 regular warrior, so not too bad. Other temple raised, and I think this is a throne as well. Unexpected event in Transbor, 3 nature gems. Unexpected event in Greendale, 4 water gems. Unexpected event in the Storms. Lost 500 people and some unrest. We started to destroy the gate in Transbor, but it's going slowly, so this little group is starting to destroy the gate, which means there's probably almost nothing in there. Alright. I'm doing move and patrol on 97 from all directions. So these guys are going their way, whatever's here, and the main army because these two armies could combine on Kormu. And if that were to happen, I want a lot of forces to be ready to face them, because otherwise I'm going to be put under siege. Meanwhile, the Kato the Scout is going to keep sieging this place. In 116, where's that? Here. I'm trying to set a little trap. So some of these guys are going to be patrolling here with little groups of warriors in front of them. A few jaguar warriors. Basically all of this nonsense is going to be here. This guy is going to be casting a lot of protection and then swarm. And this guy is bringing in the Jade Serpents. So if this army were to attack here, they're going to be walking into a trap. I'm going to be raiding here with Suleiman. I got to be a bit careful with him to raid unpredictably, because if a death mage is waiting for him, he might be destroyed very easily. I'm finally building the lab here. Also moving this guy over to search, because throne provinces generally have a lot of magic sites in them. And here I'm claiming the throne. My dominion's already spreading here, and I might as well just grab it. Because this throne lets you recruit lore masters. Lore masters are great. These magic paths will give me a lot of cross paths that I can't otherwise access. And 26 research points in a drain dominion is also very good, because I will still be 23 instead of 3. Which you get from a priest. I'm recruiting slightly less eagle warriors because I'm completely out of money. I've built a lab here, but I can't afford a mage yet. I'm summoning 2 more sacred serpents here in 116. Team Chi tells me in diplomacy that he managed to kill both Phaesia's pretender and Phaesia's army. So Phaesia has just been, well, not killed, but significantly reduced by Uruk. Apparently just lost an army to Team Chi. And lost his pretender. So he's severely weakened. Which would make him a nice next target if I manage to wrap up this war with Scaleria quickly enough. Other than that, I am forging an owl quill. Alright, that's it for turn 26. See you in turn 27.